Romeo, you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it started, man. So this is my guest today, Romeo G. He's a DJ on the weekends, right? And you also have a full-time job, if I'm not. You still
Yeah.
working full-time?
Yeah, I got a full-time job. I work for Service Electric.
Or how long you been with them?
10 years now.
10 years.
Yeah.
Are you ever gonna leave them?
Everything's good right now, so
There's
I'm
no
good.
reason to, right?
They're not interfering. The DJing and Service Electric is not interfering.
Yeah.
So I'm good right now. I got it good.
I bet you do, man. You do a lot, and I remember you coming up as a DJ. Really. I mean, I don't know how long have you been DJing compared to when you were working at Service Electric?
I would say probably the same thing.
Around the same time you started both?
Yeah, so when I graduated from high school, I started Service Electric the same year, and then that year I started DJing too. So they're pretty much the same thing, but like professionally for DJing, really, like when I really started seeing it and seeing the potential of the business and actually making money, I would say probably 6 years. Yeah, that's when
Oh,
I
okay.
really, like,
So the beginning
professionally.
was really a grind and trying to build your
In the
network,
beginning,
right?
yeah, in the beginning it was just like a hobby that was kind of giving me some money,
Yeah.
and then like really 6 years ago, that's when I was like, all right, I want to really do this like as a side gig.
Okay. We'll definitely get into more of the DJing side, but I would like to start, Romeo, with can you give us a little bit of information about your background?
So
Like
like
your childhood life and
so obviously I would say like I was born in Liberia,
okay.
West Africa. I came here when I was 12 years.
African boy.
Yes. I came here when I was 12 years old. Um, been in the States now for 20,
When you
20 years.
when you moved to the States, did you move straight to PA?
Yeah.
Okay.
My grandmother and I came to Allentown, Lehigh Valley.
Okay.
And I've always been here. I haven't moved, and I don't
Word.
really plan on moving, to be honest.
Man, I see you got some gray hair coming
Yes,
in, bro.
sir. Yes, sir. That's just the mature age.
Mature age, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Romeo, please just bring the mic up a little bit so we
Okay.
can pick up a little bit more. But other than that, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm from Sierra Leone, as you know, and when we moved here, we been in this area. Really, I think I started in Bethlehem. Well yeah, we started in Bethlehem,
Mm-hmm.
and then eventually I ended up moving out here with my grandmother, which they they've been in Allentown since
Mm-hmm.
we been here, like around, I guess I want to say 2001, if I'm not
Yeah.
off there, but yeah, like right around 2001. So yeah,
So
we
we kind of have the same path, kind of.
really
Yeah, like you live with your grandmother, I lived with my grandmother, and
yeah
stuff like that.
yeah
But for the DJing, really, I'm sure you remember, like when we used to do like these house parties and stuff like that.
yeah, for sure.
John used to do like the house parties at his crib. That's when I was like, I
Is
wouldn't
that when
really.
you is that how so I would like to ask, like, how did you get into DJing?
It's just so this is my crazy, like my favorite story I like to tell. So I remember in high school, I went to my homecoming, and shout out to DJ Adriano. He was the one that was doing their homecoming dance. He was DJing, and he was having such a good time. The way he was like blending the music and just everybody was having a good time. And I was like, I remember like I was just watching him, and he was having a good time, and I was like, dang, I really like what he's doing. Cause before that, like I've heard of DJs, I've seen DJs somewhere like other places in movies and stuff like that, and I really never like got to see somebody in action like that.
Yeah.
And when I seen him play, I was like, dang, I kind of want to do that.
And this
So
was at your high school
yeah,
graduation or
so
prom?
correction, this was my junior year
Junior year,
homecoming
okay.
when I went to homecoming.
Oh,
And
okay, yeah.
yeah.
Those parties were lit.
Yeah,
Homecoming
and
parties at
like,
high school.
usually they used to have like regular DJs that I say regular DJs because they just press play. But like
Yeah.
this was the first time I've seen somebody actually like open format DJ and like blending music together, and I was like, wow, that's
Was
dope.
he making like
He was
like
scratching.
he was scratching too?
He was
Okay,
doing.
that's what that's
he was
called.
doing everything, bro. Like everything that you would see in a club.
In the or like in the
and I
movie
was
too,
like,
like where
I just fell in love with that. So that was my junior year. That summer, I asked for a mixer for Christmas because I wanted, like, I remember this one boy. His name was Billy. He was like messing around with DJing, but like he was doing more like EDM music, and like that's
Is that
I
like techno world or no?
I mean, like, there's different versions of techno and stuff like
Okay.
that, but like everything in that genre is just categorized as dance music because it
Okay.
has
Oh,
like the
okay.
steady beat.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember he was the one that had like the equipment and the mixers and stuff like that. I used to go to his crib, like he was my neighbor too. So I used to go
Okay.
to his house all the time, just like
Picking
I
up
had no
game.
idea what I was doing, but like
You're learning the craft.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
just, I knew like it was like a dope concept. And then
Yeah.
that summer I asked for a mixer, and then people saw
You mean from
that,
your family? You asked
yeah,
for a
yeah, for
present, a
Christmas I
mixer
asked for
present?
it, yeah, and they got me one. And then I was just messing around with it. This girl, she fast forward to like senior year now.
Mm-hmm.
That summer, at the end of the year, this girl was having like the end of the year party, and she was like, "Do you want to DJ?" And like I've never DJ anything before, so I was like, "Yeah, I want to DJ. Like I'm a DJ." And I went, I played, like everybody enjoyed the music and stuff like that. And then obviously we just graduated, so everybody was having graduation parties.
Yeah.
So like people were like booking me, just have me go DJ.
So you
And
were busy that summer from
yeah,
the.
but like I wouldn't consider myself a DJ. Like I was playing music,
Yeah,
but
you
like
felt like you were just there,
yeah,
like
I was
you
just
were part of the
playing
party,
I was just playing music.
or
And like I just fast forward, like I started getting like crazy booked and stuff like that. And then eventually I was like, wow, like this, I really need to like learn how to do this. So I started watching YouTube. I consider myself a graduate of YouTube
YouTube,
University,
YouTube
bro.
University.
YouTube University, because I used to watch YouTube. You can ask any of my family members, bro. I used to watch videos, and then I used to me and Sam, we used to share the same
Well, your
bedroom,
brother
right? So he'll be sleeping, and I'll be like trying
play
to mess
music and
around,
shit.
trying to learn how to DJ. My sister was next door. She used to like hear the music all the
Yeah,
time. Everybody used to be mad at me.
like what is Romeo doing in
Yeah, bro.
there?
It used to, and like I just kept going and going and going, and then I started getting more like expensive gigs, like weddings and stuff like that.
Word.
That's when I was like, yo, I gotta step it up because like a
Because you want to
wedding,
do better.
a
Yeah.
wedding is
Wow.
a big deal.
Yeah.
So like I was really, I wouldn't say like I'm a pro now, but like now like I know what I'm doing. People,
Yeah.
I've played a lot of events. I've played
You have more
music fest,
confidence.
bro. I've played like
I was there.
everything, and now I'm not where I want to be, but like I'm comfortable right now. So,
Word. Let me ask you this: your
mhm,
first wedding
yeah.
that you got,
Mhm,
like your first wedding gig to go DJ,
mhm.
were you nervous?
Oh
Like,
my gosh, like nervous is not even the word, man. Like I was so nervous because I've been to, actually no, the first wedding I did was my aunt and my uncle's wedding. They were like, "Oh, you're doing this DJ thing. We don't want to hire anybody
do it
else.
for
Like,
you. Got
why
to
don't
yeah,
you?"
do it for
Of
free.
course, yeah. I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll do it." So I did it. Like obviously there wasn't as much pressure, but then people saw that I did that, and then other people started hiring me for weddings, and that's
Oh,
when like you're doing some stranger's wedding. Like you need to make sure
yeah. That's
everything is
something you
good.
don't want to,
Yeah,
but that's like
that's
more
when I was
nerve wracking.
nervous.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
when I
yeah.
got nervous.
Yeah.
But did the first one. Obviously, I didn't have like the best equipment. It was just like some basic stuff.
Mhm.
I did that, and then That's the thing about DJing too. Like people hear about what you do and they pass the word. And now I'm doing my first year of actually indulging into like really wanting to do weddings. I did 13 weddings. The next year I did 40.
Wow.
And then this year I did 70. I'm almost at
Yeah,
70 70
you're very I know you're a very busy man, man.
Yeah,
I
so
you post your schedule on
so
Instagram and I'd
it's
be like, wow,
yeah,
Romeo's literally booked every weekend. He's
every
doing
weekend,
it
bro.
was really hard to get you for this interview, but thank you
Yeah,
very much for joining us.
of course,
I
of course.
wanna let's dive into this next question, right? Like
Mhm.
I so from you, I consider like you like you live a dual life. Like you
Mhm.
have this work life that you do, your 9 to 5. I wanna even if it's not 9 to 5, but like your 9 to 5
Yeah.
to keep it simple. And then on the weekend, you're really busy, you know, with the different events that you cover from DJing to your your own personal activities that you like to do.
Mhm.
Like, can you give us some information? Like, how is that like? Like, how is your day to day from the work week, and then like how do you prepare yourself going into the weekend? Can you speak about that a little bit?
So like with my full time job, obviously I work from 7 to 3,
Okay, so you get
and
out a little
then
early.
during the week is usually like preparation for weddings for the weekend. So they don't
Bring the
really
mic up a little bit, Romeo.
so
Yeah,
they
there you
don't
go.
really overlap. Like my during the week I do like meetings and stuff like that, meeting with potential clients and
For the weekend.
yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
like most of the time, like during the week, I use that time for my gym and
Yeah.
sometimes family time and
Word.
stuff like that. And then the weekend is when it's crunch time. Like weekends, I got like maybe 2, 3 weddings a weekend.
Word.
So right now, obviously, like with my having a fiance and getting married soon, like that, like the
Congratulations,
week,
by the way.
yeah, thank you. The weekend is when you usually like use your family time and stuff like that. So it's kind of tough, but I think it's gonna pay off. I want to get to the point where um my I don't have to do as much, but you know what I
So
mean.
like
Family's
are
taken
you
care of.
gonna do you plan on like cutting down on the on say your weekend activity, you mean?
Uh it's just hard right now, like because weekends is when everybody's free and everybody's hanging out. You know what I
True.
mean? And that's when you can like spend time with your family and friends and stuff like that. So
Okay.
this it's kind of hard right now in that aspect. But when it comes to the two jobs, they don't really overlap. You know what I mean? Like it,
Yeah, so you're saying you have no difficulty like say working a
it
9 to 5 during the week,
nah,
and then getting ready for your weddings
yeah, yeah,
and all the planning and all the say complexity that goes into DJing on the weekend.
exactly. The only thing that
That's
over,
awesome, man.
the
I
only
mean
thing
that's
that
why you're doing this. I guess that's why I see you doing this year after year, year after
yeah,
year.
the only
You,
thing that overlap is obviously family time and things
yeah.
like that.
Does your wife bug you for some quality time? Since you're
Yeah.
so
I
busy?
mean, she understands the
Let me
hustle,
get
the
this straight.
grind, but
Keep talking, bro. I
yeah,
got you. I'm listening.
she she yeah.
The
I know
goddamn
if you
sensor
don't move
is so
around.
stupid. It's that should have put it in here, but anyways. This is gonna be like a theme for my uh yeah. So we're back. Like yeah, like I mean I'm married myself, and like I I I basically I'm realizing like how much of like say my activities that I had to like cut down
Mm-hmm.
and just to have like some time to spend with my wife, because she be on me for that.
Yeah.
I was just wondering like with you, like you're very busy. Like
Yeah.
how do you go how do you go about that whole situation and making some quality time for your lady?
We just like it is tough, but when I do have the free time, we try to do something like out of the ordinary. Like we just went to Miami for a little bit.
Or
We during the fall we go to like wineries and stuff like that. Like we
or
we make the
you
best
do
of it
right, yeah,
when
yeah,
it
yeah.
comes time.
Like you, yeah.
And
And
she's go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead.
She's a nurse too, so
She's busy
she's
herself.
working a lot too. But when we do get the chance, we try to do something like out of the
Word,
ordinary.
that's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was the Miami trip. I was actually out there this summer as well. I forgot exactly what month, but
yeah.
I was out there. We went to the beach and did the jet skiing. How was Miami, man? I think I was flying
Miami
up.
Miami is always a good time, man. Like I've been there a couple times, but
Word.
she just wanted to kind of get away together. Like we both been there separately,
Okay.
but we just wanted to
First
go.
time together.
Yeah, we wanted to go there together.
Miami, man. I think Miami is for rich people. Like
But
when I
yo,
was there,
it is
it's
expensive.
yeah.
You can't go over there and be and
It,
act cheap. You gotta spend money.
you definitely do. Like
Yeah.
but even just like the lifestyle that I see from there, like when we went on a jet ski ride, like the dude gave us a little tour,
Mhm.
and most of the house that we went by that were like by on the water on the bay there was were like all like famous people
Yeah.
like J Lo, P Diddy, Rick Ross. All of them like have homes out there.
Yeah.
they're just sitting empty, literally. Like
Yeah, because they got other homes, other
yeah, they're
places.
right. They're other places doing other things, but that's what I mean. Like Miami is for rich people. Like
Hmm.
it's
We
like a
just
vacation spot for the rich, and that's
we
it.
can't live there. We just go there
Yeah,
and be
would
out.
you if you had the money, would you live there? I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't,
If
honestly.
I had like for me, I'm staying in this area because of family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like Miami is dope. It's cool. It's nice and warm. But I don't know. Like you said,
Yeah.
if I was rich and I could afford to come home often, sure, why not? But
You probably would
yeah,
live there.
that's the
Okay.
main thing for me. Like I want to be around
Your
family and people.
family.
Yeah.
You could just I mean, if you had that kind of money, you'd probably just move your family out there.
True. True.
Yeah. I wouldn't I don't know. I wouldn't personally live in Miami. I don't think I don't it doesn't I don't think it has like too much culture.
No,
Like
you
you know
think?
it doesn't have
I
culture at
think it
all.
has more culture than PA, bro.
No, well, yeah, yeah.
To be honest.
PA is kind of dry. So I'm
Yeah.
PA is kind of dry,
Yeah.
but even I don't think Miami will be the answer for me. Have you been to DC and those areas,
Yeah,
DMV area?
we did a
How you like
DC
that?
trip 2 years ago. Like out of it, DC is awesome. We love DC.
That's
Like
where you that is that a place you think you'll move or live?
if I could move, I would move to Texas.
To Texas?
Yeah,
Have you been down there?
I've been to Texas a couple times,
I
but like
haven't. I like to
Texas
visit.
definitely have culture. Like a lot of international people there. Like
Really?
yeah, a lot of people from Africa and
Yeah.
Texas, like Houston, stuff like that. You remember
More
Marcus?
than DC, more than DMV
Yeah,
there in
maybe
Maryland.
I don't know. I don't know to be honest. But like I know a lot of people are moving to Houston because
Is
it's warm.
you brought up Marcus?
Yeah.
Did he move down there
Yeah, Marcus lives there.
in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
A lot of people move to Texas. And a
wow.
lot of people that I've talked to say like if they could, they would move to Texas.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
my uncle, he's a truck driver and he speaks very highly of Texas as well, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
a lot
somewhere
of
he
people talk
thinks.
about Texas. Yeah. Texas. I think Texas is probably like number 1 and then uh Texas, parts of Florida, not necessarily
Miami, but
Miami,
yeah,
but like
there's you got
parts of
like Fort
Florida.
Lauderdale and all
Yeah.
those other
Cuz
different
I like
different.
to be warm. That's
Yeah,
the
me
thing.
too. That's the thing. Like,
That's the thing.
if I move in the future or anywhere, I want to go to a state that's warm for
Yeah.
sure. Like that's something like is a requirement. So Texas is definitely on the list, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's something I have to consider and visit more. Let's move on here so we don't kind of get off onto too much
Okay,
topic.
okay.
Can you highlight like some excitement that's in your gig and is it like a like your passion?
Oh
Um,
yeah, definitely.
like what's the excitement? Like what really gets you going and doing this every weekend?
It's just like the new people you meet. Like obviously, you meet good people and bad people, but I feel like
Do you
for
meet more good people than bad people?
yeah for weddings, because I've done clubs and I've done weddings, and weddings are a lot more rewarding than clubs. You know what I mean? Like think about it. Like you get tipped at the weddings. A lot of people give you compliments at weddings.
From the
Yeah,
guests?
yeah. Like weddings are you feel more appreciated. Like I was talking to another DJ yesterday, and he said the same thing because everybody at the wedding they just appreciate the DJ more compared to a
A
club
club,
where
yeah.
it's just like you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
I love doing
For
weddings
your
more.
personality type, I think yeah, I can see you like in doing weddings more
Yeah,
than clubs because you're very chill
yeah.
and family oriented.
And it feels good to like just because that's somebody's big day to play,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then at the end of the night they come up to you and they're like, "Oh, good job, thank you so much,"
Right.
and
Because
you
they had
feel
so much
like
fun and
yeah,
you feel good about it.
you
That
feel
yeah,
good, and
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, "Wow, they just loved what I did."
Yeah, that's pretty
So,
dope.
but at the end of the day, at the club, everybody's out.
Yeah,
Everybody
no.
like,
Only
or
your
they even
boys
leave
come up to you.
early. They even leave early. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're killing it, they're gonna stay. But like
Would
a
you
lot of time,
consider that like say as a challenge? Is that like a difficult part of being a DJ?
the crowd or
Well, like say like that whole club vibe where people tend to leave or
mm,
they don't really they might not show as
that
much
much support.
appreciation as like say like when you do weddings like you were talking about.
I mean, that part it is what it is. Like, I wouldn't say it's hard. Like, because you're gonna read the crowd. You're gonna play what you think what they want or whatever like that. They'll
to get
feed,
the energy up.
yeah,
Right?
they'll
Is that what
feed
you?
off of what you're playing. But I think the thing is to not be discouraged if because people like what they like, you know what I mean? And
Okay.
you might not be that night, you know what I mean? So you can't take that to heart. Like if somebody
Word.
leaves because they're like, "Oh, the DJ's not doing what I'm enjoying." As long from a DJ point of view, as long as majority of the crowd is loving what you're doing,
Yeah.
your
That's
job,
right. Yeah.
yeah, you're doing your
You're doing your
job.
job.
'Cause,
So what would you consider a challenge
uh,
in this life?
in
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 the
the
DJ life?
DJ industry,
Yeah.
challenge a
Or what are
challenge.
some challenges have you faced that you know?
Uh, um, I all right. This is one like you play at a venue or whatever, a venue that's not like that doesn't really bring people in, like that you don't have a lot of people, and
Hmm.
maybe you have like 5 people, and you're rocking out like it's boring, it's depressing because you're like, damn, like why isn't anybody here? So like that's like a struggle that DJs go through. It might not necessarily be because of you. It's just because
Isn't that
that
wouldn't that be the responsibility of the host?
yeah, most of the time it is, but like when you accept the gig, you don't really know
How much
what the
people are gonna be
yeah
there?
what the vibe's gonna be or anything like
True.
that, and you just gotta rock out and just play all the bangers or whatever, and make those 5 people happy. So that's a challenge to get people in the door. But then I've played buildings
Okay.
where they are good at bringing people in. It's a popular place,
And your
and it's
job is only to really
just to
DJ.
play music,
Yeah.
and I think that's what how a DJ is judged for the most part. How many people he can really, if he can, whatever amount of people that you have in the venue
Mm-hmm.
to make those people happy. So that yeah.
Do you feel sometimes like as a DJ, like you people require you to do like other things other than being a DJ?
Oh
Like
yeah.
say bringing in the crowd, like and whatever else the possibilities are out there.
I think
Like
that
what
the biggest challenge for any DJ, I'm saying this right now, the biggest challenge for any DJ is requests. DJs do not like requests, and
what do you mean by
when
request?
people come up and ask you for a song or
Oh,
whatever,
okay.
like that's the biggest challenge for any DJ, like that, because when you're in your zone
Yeah.
and somebody comes up to you, now you're distracted. It's hard to do because you lose
So
your train of thought.
I think I know what you're saying. So you're saying like you probably have an idea and maybe like an organized playlist that you think it that you well you probably
You're
feel
reading.
like
You're
you're
reading it.
reading the crowd and you're feeding,
Yeah,
right? And then somebody comes up to you and kind of like it kind of throws you off
yeah, yeah.
on your rhythm
And drunk people love to
to do that.
they act like they feel like, oh, I know what's gonna get the party jumping,
Yeah.
but
But they
really,
I think at that point they're probably thinking individually like
yeah,
I want
exactly.
this song. They're not really reading the crowd like you
Yeah,
reading the crowd.
anybody that requests a song is selfish. For real, like I've done it at a party that I'm not DJing, but like anybody, like you have yourself in mind. You're like, hey, can you play my song? And it's just annoying. Like DJs do not like it. Um, I get that at weddings too sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of times actually. And
But at a wedding, if the bride right or the groom comes up, like
that's why
you
we do the preparation before the wedding. You know what I mean? Like I send
so you don't want no interruption when
not
the
at
event is going.
not at the event, bro. But like for a wedding, like I'm
Uh,
more lenient
yeah.
because obviously
It's their
if the
party. I
bride
mean, it
wants
kind of
it,
depends who comes up there, right? If
yeah,
it's the uncle, you're like,
yeah. But sometimes the bride say no request.
no, oh, okay. They
So
tell their families.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
when people start drinking, they forget
It's a
everything,
wrap.
and they come up to you anyways.
Yeah.
Or like, bro, what I hate about requests is the whole dance floor will be dancing. Everybody's having a good time,
Jamming, yeah.
and then somebody will come up to you and say, "Can you play something that we can dance to?" Bro, like that's just, I'm like, what? And then sometimes I give in. I'm like,
Does
all right.
does that make you feel deflated sometimes? Like you be like, I'm doing my job. What do you mean? Like,
I try to be professional.
yeah, no, right.
Yeah,
But
I try
like
to
inside
say,
though, internally,
yeah,
like how do you?
I get mad. I'm like, sometimes I tell them, I'm like, yo, look at the dance floor right now.
Right, like
Like
turn around
everybody's
and
having a
look,
good time.
yeah.
you're the only one that wants a different song. And then sometimes you will play a song that somebody requests, and they'll go sit down. Now it's a twofer. One, you kill the dance floor, and two, you're sitting down. You're not
Yeah.
dancing to a song that you requested. So like,
Oh wow! So they
yeah,
request a song and not dance.
yeah. So like stuff like that. That's challenging. It's annoying.
Yeah. By the
But
way, I got a juice for you. I didn't want to not give you
no,
anything
you
when you
good. You
when you
good.
show up. If you
So
want
I think
something to drink,
request is the most annoying for a DJ.
word.
But
I can see
I
that.
try to take that professionally. When I'm at the club, though, I rarely take requests because I'm really I gotta be on top of my game when I'm
You
at
can
the
put the
club.
mic down, bro, and
Yeah.
open it. It's cool. Yeah. That's interesting.
So to answer your question, request is the most challenging.
Is the most challenging. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Mhm.
Let's move into I guess my main topic here, which is the art. The title I title is the art of weekend DJing. So
Mhm.
at this, well, let's just say this whole thing you do on the weekend at this point of your life, would you consider it like a passion or a side hustle?
I think it's both. You have to have passion to uh, kind of drive your side hustle. You know what I mean? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bring
So
the mic up.
I think it's both. Um,
You consider it to be both for you.
yeah,
Okay.
it's my side hustle that I'm passionate about. You know what I
Where
mean? Yeah.
you don't think you don't think you would probably have gone this long if it wasn't a passion?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think.
Cause and I don't complain about having to go DJ. Like I feel like a lot of people like for a side hustle, they're like, I got to do it. It is
Yeah,
what it
for
is.
extra money
Yeah, but like
or
I love it. I get satisfied. Like at the end of the night when I'm driving home, I play no music, and I just like highlight everything that just happened and how all the people that I made happy and people that were like having fun like that. So I'm definitely passionate about it, and I've always loved music. So to use that, it just comes natural and it's fun. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So,
I would like to ask because I mean with other group of friends of ours, I always ask, do you think Romeo will ever do DJing like full time? Like,
mhm.
so I'm asking you now, would you
Yeah,
would like since you say it's a passion, you know, that's
yeah.
something you love doing, would you ever do this full time?
I
Pause there. Let me put this light on. This thing is so annoying. No, it's there's nothing I can do. They're gonna have to redesign the whole place. Or just the lighting.
mhm.
Put the op sensor here.
Yeah.
All right. So um I guess I don't know. Do you want me to ask that again or you
No, no,
got
I
it?
got
Yeah,
it.
you can.
I think like I was saying earlier, I am gonna do both as long as I can, like because they don't really interfere right now. My
Yeah.
job and DJing, but
Do you love your job as much as you love DJing?
yeah, actually I do. Like I like what I do.
Okay. Have you moved up? Like have you changed roles within your company? Or
Not really. Like
no?
there's really not a lot of room to move up and stuff like that. 'Cause you're
But
either
I thought you I don't know if I heard you wrong, but I thought you said you do like are you doing like office work?
no, no, no. So
Oh,
I work outside. I'm a lineman, so
yeah,
I do
yeah, yeah. I
like
remember that.
climbing
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
But I thought you said something about office, so I thought you had like moved up in the company.
Nah,
Or something. Okay.
nah. I mean, there's really not a lot of room to move up like with service electric like that. But I like what I do in that aspect. But if it came down to it where like they were overlapping, I think I would just go with DJing. But right now,
Okay.
like
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah, like right
Yeah.
now they don't. I have like the best of both worlds. Like
Where
I can do my regular job during the week, and then during the weekend I just do my DJing. So, and you make money doing
you
both.
take
So
cash for DJing?
uh nah, like some venues pay you with checks. Some brides pay you with checks. Some
Okay.
people pay cash. So now it's Zelle and
Yeah. It's
Venmo
all
and
right.
Cash
Yeah. Yeah.
App
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Where
Whatever is really easier for them.
you
That's what I do.
take.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I do.
But if it's I know like a lot of side hustle
Mm,
I think like I know a lot of people who do side hustles really prefer cash.
yeah,
So you don't care, I guess.
I don't
Do
really care.
you report all of it? I guess the
I do,
taxes.
yeah, everything, everything for
Such
real.
a good man.
Yeah, nah, cause like I do everything. I
Yeah,
have
you don't
a
want to get involved in
yeah, I have a
any.
tax guy. Like I don't want to mess up anywhere, so I'm
Yeah,
just like I keep track of like, all the gigs that I do,
or
and boom, send it
that's
at
what's
the end of the
up.
year. I give it to my tax guy. He does
You
it.
clean as a whistle.
Yeah, I try to be. I try to be.
DJ Romeo. So this is gonna be a little bit more about like say the technical side of DJing.
Mhm.
Can you discuss the technical skills and creativity involved in DJing?
Yeah, that obviously there's a lot of levels. People that have been doing it for a long time, like DJ Adriano that I told you about earlier. Obviously, he's like way more advanced.
Is he still doing it? The guy you
He doesn't really do it as much anymore.
okay.
I think he does like the big ticket items, like obviously clubs and stuff like that. It doesn't really pay that much, so he works for I think he works for ADP. So
Okay.
like that's he still does DJ on the side, but like for
So his full time thing is ADP, but
yeah,
you know,
but
okay.
I think it's like for big ticket items, nothing.
Are there any like full time DJs out there? Like
Yeah, a
guys that
lot of
just
people that
straight
I know do it full time.
oh
Yeah,
okay, okay.
and I just had some OG tell me he's like, if you really want to hit the next level with this, you have to go full time.
Full time.
But like
That makes sense.
I'm okay with where I'm at right now. I'm comfortable with where I'm at. Who knows? Maybe down the road I would do it full time. But right now I'm good. Um, but yeah, like with the
Yeah,
technical
let's go
part,
back to the technical. I'm
part
like earlier we mentioned like scratching and
yeah,
like just like give her some game on the DJ and then what you have learned over the past.
I've learned a lot. Like obviously, like the blending music together, mixing, messing with EQs.
When you say when you sorry, but I'm trying to understand here too. Like when you say blending music, do you mean like maybe you take the beats from one song
hmm
and maybe like a clip of a of a hot line on and you put it on you keep like you just keep running that? Is that
So
kind of
like nowadays there's websites and it's called DJ Pool.
okay?
So they take your regular music that you listen to on iTunes or
Right, like a regular song or
yeah,
okay,
and they have it in a record pool. So in that record pool, what they do is they um they make intros to all those songs. So it's easier. So for example, I'll be playing one song and then I in that chorus of that song, I can blend the new song that I'm bringing in. I can blend it and I can match the speed with both songs. So like it's seamless to the natural ear. That you might some people like to introduce the new song that's coming in. So I don't know if you
I,
notice when you're at the
yeah,
club.
I think I know what you're saying. So that's blending. Like
Yeah. So
say when the current song is almost about to end,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like you introduce that the
yeah,
next song
yeah, yeah,
slightly
yeah, yeah.
till the current song fades out,
So
and
to
then
make it seamless,
to make it seamless.
because
Okay,
if you didn't do that and
there be
so
like a pause.
so like songs have BPMs like beat per
Yeah,
minute.
beat per minute. Yep.
If you don't match the speed of each song,
Yeah.
and it's called a train wreck. So when you have two different songs playing and they don't match at all,
Mm.
you'll people will be like, "The heck is going on?" Like they'll
Yeah,
notice
that
that
something is off.
something is off. So
Yeah.
so the technical aspect of it, you want to make sure all the songs are at the same pace, and like you have to match the keys. You got to match it's a lot of stuff like that that goes in. So like most people when they see a DJ, they think about scratching. Scratching is the least most important thing about
Of
DJing
DJ.
because
It's
that
okay.
yeah, it's cool to do and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And some people have mastered it to a point where it's like valued, but like for the most part, you can do a whole set without having a scratch. You know what I mean?
Okay. Right. That's true. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
scratching is not really that important. The
It
most
faded out. I think earlier on that was a thing though, wasn't it? Like say the
yeah, for like
classical
for
DJ
battle DJs,
for
it's
battle
like,
DJ.
but like, don't get me wrong, like it's dope. People do it. Like I do it sometimes, but like
Mm.
I wouldn't say I'm like great at it, but like I'm okay at it. But like the most important thing is to make sure your song is blended correctly. Um, you know the song because that's important, so you know where to fade out and where to
Okay,
fade
yeah,
in and
right,
out.
true.
Um, how to take the one song out and bring the other song in, because there's different techniques. Like obviously the one I just told you, blending.
Yeah.
That's one technique, and then there's another technique that's called dropping it on the one. So you let the chorus play, and then when that chorus is over, you either echo it out or just take the song out completely, and then you drop the other song on the one on that other
Do
song.
you do this all manually, or is there like a? Do you guys have like a
Depending on
software that
which
you use?
controller you have, most of the controllers are the same. Like the controls are the same, but like you just it's like muscle memory. You just know how
Yeah,
to
right.
you just know how to do it. You know?
At this point, like it's just a
Yeah.
skill. It's just something that you do. It just
Yeah.
comes natural.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
For the most part, yeah.
that's what's up.
But yeah, so
Um, go ahead.
technique wise, that those are stuff that you need to learn, like blending, beat matching, which is the same thing, dropping on a one.
So like I would like to ask too, like how do you go about, okay, I know this next song,
Mm-hmm.
or like when you like how do you go about choosing the
What's
right next song? Like how do you know this next song is gonna be a hit? Like
that?
maybe if you see the crowd, maybe like mellow in or settling down. Like how do you go about knowing, okay, all those songs in your computer or playlist,
Mm-hmm.
all right, this one is gonna be like that song.
It
Like,
just comes with repetition, man. Like I can figure out what kind of party it's gonna be within the first 30 minutes.
oh yeah,
Like I can already like because you that's your warm up session. You're
30 minutes, you just
you
feeling the
just
vibe.
yeah you just throwing like songs that you think people might know. You just
Okay.
throw them in, and then whatever they react to, that's kind of your. It's so weird, but like your instinct naturally takes you to that genre.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like for example, when I play at Blended, like it's just I just know what songs to put in, like compared to like when I play at Main Gate, like I know the crowd, I know the people that are there, I know they came for Afro beat. You know what I mean? So
True.
you naturally just get taken there, and then every DJ has like that list that they want to drop at 12. At 12, those are like all the bangers, and you just that's why you see like a club gradually because as people get drunk they just, they just, you can see the vibe change. It's crazy. Like if you
Okay.
record it, first people come in, like especially for
So you're
weddings.
saying like at 12 there's something that happens
At
to people.
12, is just more people are in the building. People are
Okay.
already tipsy,
Yeah.
and the vibe just
The
yeah,
warm up period is like almost over. It's
yeah.
over.
The,
The
the
warm up
vibe
period
is
is over.
different. You that's when you hear your like it's overplayed, but like dreams and nightmares and stuff like that, because those are songs that get people hyped.
The classics.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Or-
So it's just you naturally gravitate towards like what the crowd is
So
feeling.
it's all like, so after a while it's like instinct.
It's yeah, for the most part, yeah. Because
Wow.
like I can think of like I can literally play without having a playlist. Because my mind
Wow.
is always going, and I can start searching songs, and then I put it in my prepare, and then I keep playing, and then depending on how the people are reacting, I'm like, all right, this song will be dope. I'll look it up real quick, and then I'll put it in my like, or I'll be like, all right, they're feeling this right now. They like the song before. I'm gonna put this song on. They're gonna like this song. Sometimes you
Wow.
hit, sometimes you miss,
So okay.
but
Yeah.
for the most part, that's what it is.
That's pretty interesting.
Hmm.
I would like this last part here would be like, have you innovated anything within the DJ world? Like do you have like something that you can say, like I'm probably like the only one that does this, or did it first in the DJ world? You've been in it for a while. How many
Yeah,
years? 10?
yeah. Like
Have
you
you
talking.
innovated anything in the
Are you
DJ
talking
world?
about like technique wise or
Anything. It can be a process, like how you go about preparing. It can be some kind of technique, or it can be like maybe something how you kind of judge the crowd or whatever. Like
uh,
anything, like something that's
I would
different.
say because I pride myself in doing a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
So literally every single wedding I do, big or small, I post. I post like everything, and like that goes for everything too. But like for the most part, like I really self consciously, I'm like, when I do a wedding,
Mhm.
I'm gonna post like whether it's like people having fun or a dance floor, whether it's in my story or on my reel or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I feel like it's very important because for example, somebody that follows me sees that, oh wow, he does his wedding,
He's out
and then
there.
they see it
Yeah.
again the next day, and they see it the following day, and now they go to work and somebody's talking about getting married. Guess who's the first person that's gonna be on their mind?
Romeo.
Me, because you know why? Because they
DJ
just saw
Romeo
me
G.
3 times. They're
Sure.
like, oh yeah, this guy, and that's how I get a lot of my gigs. Like people are like, oh, I heard you DJ, or my friend told me you DJ, and that's how I get. Like it's for free. That's
Yeah.
free
Free
promotion.
marketing. Yeah.
So like I feel like I've a lot of people that DJ they're like shy to
You think
post
a lot of DJs don't do that?
not weddings
That's
really.
interesting.
Yeah, like
They
there's
keep it private.
yeah, like
Yeah.
or they're like, oh, it's too clingy or it's too cling like
Oh,
it's too much or
some
whatever.
people see it like they're trying too hard. Some
Yeah,
like thing
and for
like that.
me, that's my business. Like
Yeah, yeah.
if you
And no, yeah, I don't. That's a great idea though. Like,
yeah,
it's a great thing you do
and
that.
I feel like a lot of people don't utilize
Social
social media.
media.
It's
Yeah, yeah,
free.
yeah. For sure,
People would
bro.
rather pay for an ad to try to convince somebody that they DJ,
Rather
but
than
they
doing it
won't
themselves.
post it that they're DJ. So I think
Yeah,
I
that makes
pride
no
myself
sense.
on that, bro. Like
Word.
and a lot of other DJs have said, I love how you post everything because
Yeah.
I see it as my resume.
Word.
Somebody reach out to me, oh, do you DJ? I send them my page right away. I'm like, this is my Instagram page, and
Word. Check it out. Whatever.
yeah,
Yeah. Let
and
me
most
get
of the
back to me.
time I get booked. Obviously, you miss some, but
It is what it is,
I
bro.
think that's something that I really I don't want to
Pride
claim it.
yourself on. Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to claim it, but like that's something that I always do.
That's dope.
Yeah.
No, social media is very powerful, and I'm learning constantly of like how it works and really how to make money off of it. And I think everybody should be doing that at this
Yeah.
point. Like
You're gonna
it's
be on it.
pointless just scrolling on social
Yeah, you're
media
gonna
if
be on it already,
Yeah,
anyways. Why
exactly.
not?
Why not try to figure out how to make money with it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So that's very smart of you.
And people that support you, that people that love you, they're gonna show you love. They're
Yeah,
gonna
that's a
be in your
fact.
corner,
That's a
but
fact.
they can't help you if you're not
If you're
helping
not
yourself.
right doing anything
Yeah.
to help yourself. This will be the last question. I know you got a gig waiting for you right now.
Yeah.
So the last question would be highlight the thrill and joy of entertaining crowds through music. I know we
Oh
spoke a
man.
little bit about that, but
Yeah,
can you just touch
bro.
up on that
It's the
before we get out of here?
greatest feeling, man.
Yeah,
Like I think my biggest win this year was playing at Music Fest. And
that was
dude,
big.
dude,
That was big.
yeah.
And I don't sorry to cut you off.
Nah, you good.
The music fest thing, like I mean, was that the first Afrobeat set up at Music Fest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
mean,
it
I'm
probably
sure
had
they've
to be.
had like some African, but like
I don't think I mean I don't I mean I've been around Music Fest for a while. I mean we live around out here for a long time now,
Yeah.
almost 20 years. Let me turn this light.
Mm.
As soon as we're about to be done.
But yeah, so like Music Fest was my biggest like that would be the
Thrill.
best way. Yeah, the biggest thrill that I got, and
That was big. I was gonna say that's definitely like new
mhm.
because I mean I've been around here a long time and been going to Music Fest and I haven't really seen any Afrobeat like say DJ or even any kind of Afrobeat event.
Yeah,
That had to be the first.
nah, it was dope,
Yeah.
and just to know that we was the first to do it, and the amount of support that we got, like the amount of people that
That
showed
came
up,
out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and like that's why we're trying to ride off of that and try to like do more stuff like that because we're like, there's obviously the people are here,
There's a lot of interest for it. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why we got this thing going on at Main Gay, and we've been doing stuff
Word.
over there. We just want to keep it consistent and keep reeling in the people
Yeah.
that
Build your fan base, really.
yeah, exactly.
Word. But that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining me today, Romeo. We definitely got to catch up.
Yes, sir.
I learned a lot today about the DJ world and what you do on the weekend.
Yes, sir.
In the past, that was, it's hard to talk to you too when you're DJing because
Yeah,
you're working. I don't
yeah.
want to interrupt you and
It'd be like
mess
they
up your
request
flow.
people.
Exactly. I don't want to be one of those. But yeah, man. Thanks for coming, and you really gave me a lot of insights on
Of
DJing,
course, of
and
course.
I hope people who are interested in DJing and stuff like this learn and got some benefit
Yes,
from what you have shared with us,
yes,
and
yes,
maybe they can take it to the next level, kind of like you did.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, man. So thank you, and that's it, guys. Peace. All right, bro.
I got it. Thank you.
If you before we end this, if you wanna promote your stuff,
Yeah.
I'll share a clip it for you.
Okay. Cool,
Go
cool.
ahead. You can speak right in the camera
So
and just.
I go by DJ Romeo G. You can find me on the gram at DJ Romeo G with the underscore. I'm on TikTok. I'll be doing some stuff on TikTok. It's DJ Romeo G with the underscore. That's pretty much the two that I really use. I got Facebook. It's Romeo Gaye on Facebook.
That's your
Um,
last name.
huh?
Your
Oh,
last name, yeah.
Gaye.
Okay, yeah,
Romeo
yeah.
Gaye. Yeah. Yeah. You'll find me at Main Gay. You'll find me at Blended, which we just got a new contract over here. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff there. Obviously, I do a lot of private events. Um, Hit me up. That's
Or
it. Thank you.
the blended is right here on Seventh and Hamilton,
Yeah,
nearby there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yep. But Main Gay is like if you're like you like African vibe and stuff like that. Main Gay, that's where
That's
we
the
take
spot.
it. That's what we take it. We're trying to take Afrobeat to different locations now. Like we're doing Afro brunch coming March 23rd at Tipsy Bar Lounge in Allentown. So that's gonna be a big to start the year off with the bang. We got a lot of other stuff coming on, but yeah, just trying to ride this.
If you're interested in things like this, make sure to check out Romeo's Instagram and hit up his events. Peace.